Hey boys and girls, this is going to be a video on how to find the equation of a line. I'm going to do probably 3 quick examples on how to do it, and I'm going to do it the same way every time. Okay, so hopefully this helps. Anyway, here's a problem. It says I want to find the equation of a line. It's got a slope of 2/3 and it goes through the point -2,6. Okay, here's the thing. The equation of a line looks something like this. It's y equals some number m times your variable x, and then plus some other number. And of course, this is slope-intercept form. A lot of math is just, once you understand the slope goes up and over and it tells you the rate of change and everything, and then you want to model it with like algebra, x, y, and etc., a lot of it is memorization. So let's try to memorize the following move, okay? So if we're faced with this, what I would do is I would simply use the so-called point slope formula. I'm going to compromise with my math labs. If that's how they're going to do it, that's how we're going to do it too. So, and there are other ways to do it, but we're going to do it this way. So the way you set it up is you go with the point slope form says y equals, whoops, doesn't equal anything. That's where we're going. Y minus y1 equals m times parentheses x minus x1. That is really just a form of the slope formula. If you move the x minus x1 underneath the y minus, like you divide it over, that's your slope formula. So that's what this is, but you've got variables in here. Now, you got to put the things where they belong, okay? So what I'm going to do is color code this and say, well, let's see, y1 is this guy. He's going to go there, all right? And then we're going to go maybe the x goes to x1, and then finally we'll go with the slope. The slope m that they gave us goes here. So it's a matter of just plugging in numbers, okay? And so hopefully we can remember this. We'll go y minus, let's see, 6 is equal to the slope 2/3, parentheses, x minus a minus 2. So I'm going to change that minus to a plus. I do these little steps here, so I am nice and careful with the math. Okay, so actually what you're looking at right now is you've got the equation of the line. They just want it in the slope-intercept form. So the rest of this is solving for y. We did it. Okay, so what I like to do next is come along and multiply. Basically, think of yourself as multiplying by 3 both sides. And so it's as if the 3 does an end run and just goes over there. That's how I think about it. So that's my next move. Okay, this is all a matter of solving for y now. So I write 3 times y minus 6 is equal to 2 times x plus 2. And the rest is just distributive property. You know what? Let's get the 18 to the other side because we're solving for y now. What is that? 22? Okay. And finally, divide by 3, and we're done. We have y equals, looks like 2/3 x. There's that slope again. And here comes the y-intercept. Interesting, it's 22/3. That's how I do it, given a point and a slope. And you give a point and a slope, you can find the line. Here comes another example, and if you want to keep watching, that's great. I'll make up another. Let's say that this time it goes through 2 points. So we'll say through these 2 points, a different line. So 3, -4, and 1, 8. I'm just making up numbers. For this one, if we're going to put it in the point slope formula like we just did up here, what we need is a slope. Okay, so what we do first is we find the slope number 1, find the slope of that line. Okay, so the slope is found by taking y2 minus y1, etc. So what I'm going to do is just I'm going to subtract the y's upstairs, and I'm going to subtract the x's downstairs. That's what you're supposed to do. That's the slope formula, like that. Now, which order you go is up to you. A lot of students go, I'm supposed to go the second guy. All right, we will. 8 minus -4, and go the same order, 1 minus 3. So we're getting 8 plus 4 divided by -2. So, oh, look at this. This is a nice problem. The slope isn't terrible. 12 over, it's an integer, -2, so we get a -6. Okay, take a break. You found the slope, but now we got to put it in the slope formula, the point slope formula. Ready? All right, so step 2 is to actually find the equation. So this is where we do that y minus y1. Okay, let's see. Let's do this again. Is equal to mx minus x1, like so. Okay. Well, let's put them in. Y1. Okay. And here's your m. Well, the n that we just found is this guy, and he's going to go in front. And then you pick any of your 2 points. You can pick either one of them to go in there. So let's see, we'll put, the X. Okay, the X is green, right? And then what was the other color? Orange, I guess, would be this guy. So you pick, well, no, I should have been, yeah, we're good. You pick one of the 2 points, 3, -4, or 1, 8. Either one will work. How about we go where there's no negatives? 1, 8, okay. So we'll go y minus 8, right? Equals -6 and x minus 1. And again, we're off to the races. So we have y minus 8, distributive property, minus 6x plus 6. And last move, because there's no number in front of y, right? So we'll just add 8. And our new equation, this guy is y equals minus 6x. There's the slope. It looks like it's plus 14. All right. There's another example. I'm going to do one more. You can pause it and look at that. This is all about finding the equation of the line. So here's yet another example. This time we're going to say through, I don't know, -3, 7, and parallel or perpendicular. Let's go with the tougher one. Perpendicular to the line. I'll just go y equals 3/8 x plus 7 or something like that. You see that? Okay, last example. Hey, it's the same thing. I just have to find the slope. I have to find and use a point. Well, the point's obvious. The point is we've got a y and we've got an x, okay? But we don't have a slope. We have to find the slope. The story is perpendicular to this guy. What we're gonna do is we're gonna look at this guy's slope, which is right here, but perpendicular means we don't keep the same slope. We actually turn it over and change the sign. So our slope, m, is equal to a -8/3, okay, because these guys are perpendicular. So that's gonna be the one we use, and away we go. So we plug it in again, y minus whatever is equal to whatever, and x minus whatever, and the whatever is the slope goes here. And I'm just really trying to help out with the colors. I guess I'm having some fun here. And then finally we have orange for the y guy goes there, just like we were doing before. Hey man, some of us are really, we like the color. We're gonna put the 7 there. The slope is a -8/3. And then finally we have a -3 here. So this one's kind of messy. This video is a little bit longish, but we did 3 whole examples, which is pretty good. So we have y minus 7 is equal to -8/3. And then how about x plus 3? That's all I did was make minus a plus. And I'm going to do this thing again. I'm going to take this, this 3 guy and wrap him over and run. I'm going to move him over there. That's kind of a move that I make because it's like I'm multiplying both sides by 3. So what we have is 3y minus 7, I hope this helps, equals -8 x plus 3. Yeah, I left the negative there. I just let it stick to the 8, and the rest is distributive. You know how to do this now, don't you? We're going to add the 21. It's a lot of memory, right? And then finally divide by 3. Oh, nice. We get y is equal to -8/3 x minus 1. There you go. That's it for now. I'm going to stop the recording or whatever, and we'll go on to the next one.